Hello everyone, I am Rohit from Code. Till now, we have studied Introduction to Python, Python installation, Python identifiers, keywords, indentation, and comments. And in previous video, we have studied Python variables and operators. Hope you understand the concept till now. So let's start with today's lecture. So agenda for today's class is first Python data types and second one is type conversion. Now let's start with Python data types. So first of all, what are data types? Data types represent type of data stored in a variable. In Python, we need not to define data types for variable, but for concept purpose, we need to know how many data types are supported by Python. For example, every vehicle has its own capacity of persons. Like in car, 4 people can sit, and in bike, only 2 people can sit. And in a bus, it has capacity of 14 people in it. So the capacity depends on vehicle to vehicle. Likewise, in Python also, we have data types which stores the value of different types in variable. In above example, every vehicle has its own capacity, shape, speed, etc. Likewise, in Python also, there are different types of data type to do different things. Next, there are 6 types of data types. So, first one is numbers, which are numerical data type. Then we have string. After that, we have list followed by tuple. Then we have dictionary, and in last we have sets. Now let's move on to practicals to understand them. So as I said, go to search bar, type Python, and you can see ideally and just click on that. Python shell is here. Now in number data types also there are 4 data types: integer, float, complex and boolean. So integer mainly takes the whole number values without decimal point, but if we add a decimal point value to a number, then it becomes float. And for complex, just put j after a number, it will show it as an imaginary part. Now for boolean, it only returns true or false. Now let's understand with Python ideally. So first of all, create a variable name x and put a value as 10. So to check type of a variable, I am going to use type function. So it will be going to show a type of variable. So put x in this type function and press enter. Now you can see it is written int. Now put decimal value to a number. So write y equals to 8.25 and then press enter. Then write type and in brackets write y. So it return float. Now to check boolean, write number equals to 10 greater than 9, then press enter. Then write type function and in that write number, and you can see it returns bool as in class, so it is in boolean. Now to check number is complex or not, write c equals to 10j. When we write j to any number, then it becomes a imaginary part. Now type type and in bracket write c and then press enter. You can see it is written complex. Now next move on to a string data type. So in a string data type, value is written in single quote or double quote. So to check it, just write s equals to double quotes I am Rohit and then press enter. After that, to check its type, we will use type function. So write type and in bracket write s and then press enter. You can see it is written, it is a string. Now we will understand string, list, tuple, dictionary and a set in our upcoming videos in very detail. So till now just practice with numbers data type by checking its type by type function. Now let's move on to our slide. So our next topic is type conversion. So first start with its definition. So it says converting one data type into another data type. For example, we have 5.62 which is a float number. Now if we convert it to int, it becomes 5. So to understand it, we will do practicals at end of the session. Now, there are two types of type conversion. First one is implicit and second one is explicit. Now let's understand about implicit first. So as it is written, Python automatically converts one data type to another. So to better understand, move with an example. So here it is written a equals to 5 and b equals to 2. Then there is a value variable in which it gives output as an a divided by b. So when a is divided by b, it will provide us a float value which is 2.5. So next type is explicit. So what explicit do? In this, a programmer has to convert one data type to another by using some predefined functions. So there are functions to convert int to float and float to int and one data type to another data type. So now let's move on to some practicals. So again go to search bar, type Python. Here you see ideally, then click OK. Python shell is being open. Now first start with implicit type conversion. So implicit type conversion says it is automatically done by Python. So to check it, write a equals to 5 and then press enter, then write b equals to 2 and then press enter, and then write value equals to 5 divided by 2 and then press enter. Now print value by just simply writing it and then click OK. Here you can see it is written 2.5. Now check its type by type function. So write type and then in bracket write value and then press enter. You can see it is written float. Now we can also check type of a and b. So write type and then in bracket write a and then press enter. It is written integer. So b is an integer, a is an integer, but when we combine both of them, then value is in float. So here you can see Python has automatically converts int data type to float data type. Now next move on to explicit type conversion. So write a equals to 10 and then just check its type by simply writing type type and then in brackets write a and then press enter. You can see it is written integer. Now we know a is an integer, so as a programmer we can change its data type. So write float and in bracket write a. So what will it do? It simply changes int data type into float. Now press enter. So here you can see it is written 10.0. So here to make it a float, what does Python do? Simply writes decimal point followed by 0. Now we can check another data type also. So write a equals to 10.23. Here we know it is an float. Then also check by type function. So write type in bracket write a and then press enter. Here you can see it is written float. Now we can change its type by writing int in bracket write a. So it will change float value to int. Here you can see it is been printed only 10. So it has removed decimal point followed by some numbers. So check its type by writing type and then in bracket a. Here you can see it is written float. Hope you understand type conversion and data types. As I told you, one of the most important features of Python is dynamically typed. It means we do not have to define which data type value it is. Python automatically understand what is its data type. Like in this here, a is equals to 5. It is integer, but we do not define it as integer, and in same way float also, but in other programming language we have to define it. I hope you all understand what does dynamically typed means. Looking forward to see you in next video. Till then, practice more with type function, and from next video we will practice more in Python. Thank you.